Hello, everyone. It is my Saturday live stream a little later today, but for very good reason because there was high demand for Roxy Striar to be on the show, and I was so happy when she said she was able to do it. But Roxy is a very busy lady, and also she's on the West Coast right now, and I'm on the East Coast, which always turns the schedule on its head. But when Roxy said, "How about 6:30 Eastern?" You think I was ever going to say no to Roxy? Of course not. And right now, please welcome Roxy Striar to her debut video on my channel. I am so honored you're here right now.
Thank you so much for having me. Is it weird to clap for myself? I feel like that's a strange thing to do. Also, thank you for working with my schedule. I'm like one of the only people who does have work Saturday mornings. So when you asked me, I was like, not only can I not do this Saturday, but like I can never do that time. But then you were willing to move it. So thank goodness, because vice versa, you are in high demand coming on my show. So we're going to have to exchange this at some point. Everybody wants the Perri Roxy combo.
The more time I get to hang with you, the better. I miss seeing your face in the office pretty much every single morning. I got very used to that.
I know. Definitely. I think we definitely took it for granted. Seeing anybody's face, I took for granted, you know, not being in quarantine. I know that you have gone to the East. I live by myself on the West, and it is a solo journey for your girl. And I've started to implement a little bit of like one person I trust, because otherwise you go legitimately insane.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, slowly and safely. That's kind of what we've been doing here too. It's like first it was just me and my parents, and then my sister and her family moved out to the island, and we slowly got closer and closer until we were all in the same quarantine bubble.
Right. I think you need like the 3 people, and then they can't have more than 3 people, and then they can't have more than 3 people, and then you feel close enough, like you trust enough.
And for what it's worth too, I mean, the Zoom or the StreamYard or whatever video application you're using, there is something about it that helps.
Well, I just picture quarantine 1985, and we would be in a much darker place. As much as I rag on technology and the internet and Zoom and whatever it is, if I was living by myself in the 80s during COVID, the 80s, 70s, 60s, keep going back. Like it gets worse and worse, the little amount that you could connect with anybody.
We would be on our landlines all the time, I guess.
Go prior to phones then. Like we've gotten better and better. But yeah, imagine if you couldn't even see a face unless it was a photograph of somebody on your wall.
I really can't imagine, and I'm thankful we have all this technology at our fingertips to keep us busy and connected. We also already have a super chat from Lamont. Hey, Rockstar.
Love Lamont.
Welcome to everybody who has come over here from Roxy's channel. I am happy to have you. So what I've got planned for you today, Roxy, because what I've been doing with these streams whenever I bring a guest on is I just leave it open-ended. Whatever that person wants to talk about or do, I am game. And you told me you're down to talk about just about anything.
Like legit though, because I mean, I love that you do that, by the way, that you're like, what do you want to talk about? Because how often do guests never get any say in anything they talk about?
It's fair.
But I was like, wow, the possibilities are endless. I don't know, all the things. I like everything. So whatever.
I purposely wanted to do something where all the things are in play. So what I'm doing right now is I called this episode All the Good Things, and I just made a list of random topics, and I have a list randomizer here. So I'm going to take this list of very random things, and it could be anything from movies to food, and I'm putting it in the list randomizer right now, and we're just going to go through it based on the order that it makes.
Okay, and I have literally no idea what's on this list, so I'm with you guys at home.
The list randomizer already gave me an error.
Oh, it did? Wait, what did it say? It's like, no,
I did this earlier too. Hold on.
it says
Let
too
me just
spontaneous.
it told me that I'm only allowed to have 2 items on my list, which is not true because I did it before. All right.
It's a bunch of liars, a bunch of
All
cheats and liars.
right.
These randomizers are.
So I'm lying about the list randomizer. I'm just gonna go through this list here and randomly pick things.
You are the randomizer.
Yes. I feel like I am capable of being a randomizer, so I'm gonna do it right now. Okay. Let's start. So the rule is you could bring up whatever you want in this category. The only thing it has to be is a positive take on it.
Okay.
Let's start easy.
Okay.
Let's go with a movie or a show.
Okay.
And actually, I want to put one more rule into the mix right now.
Mm-hmm.
It has to pertain to something you've experienced or thought about since the world has shut down.
Okay. So I have to pick a TV or a movie and have a positive take on it, something that I've experienced since the world has shut down. I guess that TV show then would be a show called Working Moms, which is a show that I'm 1 season through. Thank you, Josh McCouga, for the recommendation. And I have a lot more. I've always had respect for moms, but as somebody who had a stay-at-home mom, I don't think I ever realized just how hard it was. And watching this show has made me have such a greater respect for all types of moms. As somebody who has a lot of friends who are becoming moms right now, as somebody who does not plan on becoming a mom for can't even tell you how many years, whatever my body allows and or adoption, because that is far, far off. But I think that it does an amazing job of making you realize, just for working moms, for stay-at-home moms, like when people say being a mom is a job, what that truly means. And I know that it's a Canadian show that came over here, so not a lot of people, like Schitt's Creek took a long time to catch on. This show has been slow to the American audience, but it's so great and worth your time. And if you've ever questioned, like, is it really that hard to be a mom? Whoa. This show does it. So that's my take.
Where can everyone watch the show?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Which is the best part. It's on Netflix. 4 seasons are on Netflix right now. And the same way. Okay, so how it happened, Perri, is like, I'm going through a tough time right now for a bajillion and one reasons, but I was like, I need something funny. I cannot, with all the shows I have to watch right now, I cannot watch any of them. I need something funny. And I've gone through everything. I feel like I'm one of those people who watches those half-hour shows like crazy. So I was scrolling through Netflix, and there was this show, Working Moms, in which I recognized none of the actors on the poster, had not heard, like, this is not the show that people are like, oh, you got to see it. But something inside me was like, I feel like at some point, Josh McCouga said something. Some point, I feel like he said something about working moms. So I just sent him a text and I was like, did you tell me about working moms? And he wrote all capitals. Yes! ! Must watch. The power of Netflix. It's like foot traffic.
I feel like I really trust Josh's instincts with his TV recommendations, because a lot of the times that he would bring me on TV Talk to talk about something specific, I would prepare in advance and I would binge something, and I can't remember a single time it was a bad binge.
Yes. Him and I are very similar in a lot of, he doesn't like a lot of the crap TV I like as much. Okay. I call it crap, but it's gold. Like the too hot to handles of the world. It's gold. It's gold. But that's not really his, when I want to talk about Big Brother all the time and he does not. So there we don't align, but on good television, I respect his opinion more than anybody. He knows because he watches so much. So when he said it, I was like, definitely worth a shot. Perri, this show will make you cringe more than any other show you've ever seen. Like, I literally have to watch it like this sometimes because of how raunchy and how much they go there. And you're like, oh God, stop. But it's so realistic in so many ways. It's so good. It's so good.
I am totally on board with that. Before I get to my recommendation here, we have some super chats here. I'm going to try my best not to miss any of these. Glenn is here. Perri and Roxy together equals an awesome tag team. Schmodown Championship pairing.
That would be mean to Perry. I could never compete. Like, you would have to carry us, and we would have to play against two people that didn't have pulses in order to win. Like, I am so bad.
I need to get over that though, because now that I'm like in the game and Coy is my manager, it's like the time is going to come. I have committed to it. So I need to suck it up and just like expect myself to have to say yes.
I'm ready for what would it be? The Parasance. I'm ready for the Parasance. The time is coming.
I hope it happens when I finally jump in the ring. Flash is back here. The Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel of YouTube. Who do you want to be, Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
I mean, I feel like I've made such a DC. I feel like I've got to go Wonder Woman, but I love Captain Marvel.
I'm happy to be the Captain Marvel.
But I'm blonde and you're brunette. It's just a tough.
Well, I feel like there's no reason we can't turn something like that on its head.
That's very true. We're hair bending.
Okay, I'll take it. I don't know. I'm going to repeat that at some point.
Yeah.
Vanja. Hey, Perri, I have a celebrity crush on Ali Ionitis. I believe that's how you say her last name. I saw you interviewed her at TIFF. What's she like? And is Synchronic good? Thanks, Per. I did kind of like Synchronic. I didn't love it, but I'd be curious to give it a second go, not in the festival setting. And Ali was lovely. I had a great chat with her and the co-directors of that movie. And
she's the Parenthood one, right? That's Ali. I think.
I feel like all of her earlier credits are out of my brain, but when I this is what happens. When I interview someone, I'm like, study, and I know their full filmography, and then it's...
I know. You guys actually are twins. You guys look so similar.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God.
I could kind of see that.
Perri, she is your... Like, we need to pull that up. She is your actual twin.
I'm going to bring up a proper... Oh... I could see why you're saying that.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
I am perfectly... I feel like whenever somebody tells you that, like, this celebrity is your doppelganger, you never fully see it.
Like, let's be real. That's literally Perri.
A different eye color, but I can see why you're saying that.
You guys look the same.
Still to this day, the only time someone ever told me I looked like an actor and fully believed it is still Constance Zimmer. And
you do look a lot like Constance Zimmer.
It's not even an in general thing, though. Someone once sent me one photograph of her where even I was like, whoa, like that's not me.
Are you constantly getting that you look like somebody? Like, are you one of those faces that people are like, oh, you look like?
Usually it's only celebrities with bangs. Like if someone sees an actor with bangs, all of a sudden they tell me you look like them. And
okay, in all fairness, Ali does have bangs here, so that
she's got like a little side bang there. But
I fell into the trap.
I'm honored to be compared to her. We also have Matt here. Perri, are you happy that Freaks is now being discovered on Netflix? Imagine a sequel where, yeah, I'm gonna take that away just in case anybody hasn't seen it. I don't want to leave any... I mean, it wasn't that spoilery, Matt, so you're probably fair there. But for anyone who hasn't seen Freaks, have you seen Freaks, Roxy?
No, what is Freaks?
Oh my God, it's so good.
You don't mean And Geeks.
It is Freaks and Geeks is wonderful, but this movie is just called Freaks, and it's about a young girl who has basically been confined to her house and doesn't know anything about the outside world because her father convinces her that it's not safe outside. And it's a sci-fi movie done on a lower budget that is just so insanely impressive. It's with Lexi Kolker as the young actor in it, and she is phenomenal. And Emil Hirsch is in it, Bruce Dern is in it, and I'm just
Bruce Dern is in every movie that's like that. I don't mean like that subject-wise, but like that kind of it's always and Bruce Dern. Obsessed with him.
That's fair. And I will watch any movie with a cast that has and Bruce Dern.
Me too.
You know who the other person I keep seeing in everything right now? Toby Huss.
What did you see recently?
I'm obsessed with Toby Huss, I think. I think he is I watch Halloween all the time.
Oh, okay.
Halloween. But then I saw Dave Franco's movie, The Rental, and he's in that.
How was it?
I mean, I don't believe there's an embargo on it because it had its premiere already. I thought it was pretty good. Not great, not
Fair
bad,
enough.
just pretty good.
Pretty good.
But right after I saw The Rental, I started watching Dickinson, and he's in that too, and he's so good in it.
I don't watch that, but I watch Glow, and he was in a couple episodes of Glow.
I love Glow.
But he doesn't pop in as much for me, so I need to be on that Perri life, watching more what you're watching.
The first time I ever realized how much I loved Toby Huss was because of *Halt and Catch Fire*.
Never saw that either, and that's another Josh McCouga recommendation.
Yeah, Josh and I have geeked out over that quite a few times. We're still doing super chats. We're not going to get to any of my categories. I guess this is.
But
this
you
is
want that. That's what you want.
I know. I love you guys, and I appreciate you all so much. All right, Mark Dorsey. Floor is Lava. Have y'all ladies checked it out?
All right. Here's another scroll through Netflix. See this thing.
Okay.
Very confused. Haven't clicked on it. It looks like American Ninja Warrior, but Floor is Lava.
The floor is lava, and I believe the people aren't like super athletic, right? They're just like average people.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to play. I put it
Perri,
on.
That's so up your alley. That's you. You but you are very athletic. You would beast.
But it's like the Ninja Warrior people are like they're basically like pro athletes. Like they train nonstop.
That's true.
That's their whole life. I don't think I have any.
So then you can do Floor is Lava.
I would be down to do it. So everybody in the Collider.com Slack was freaking out about it the other day. So I just quickly pulled up an episode and scrubbed through it. And I'm probably going to watch it. But even more so than watching it, like I want to play it. It's like I want to be on that Legends of the Hidden Temple show so badly.
This is a dream that you can make a reality, Perri. Like sometimes we have dreams where it's like, I would like to be a 5-time Oscar winner. Like that's really tough. You being on Floor is Lava, we could make that happen. Like that's something doable. It feels
so like, I don't know, out of left field luck to actually like submit and get picked for one of those shows.
No, we would have to, I don't know, we make you some demo of you doing something goofy as hell.
Before all of this started, did you hear about the revival of Supermarket Sweep with Leslie Jones hosting?
No.
I did submit myself. Like I filled out. Thad helped me fill out the whole sheet too. And literally right before I went back to New York and everybody was on lockdown, I got an email back like saying put together the submission tape and everything. But because like the world went to crap, I didn't.
Okay, but Perri, that's exactly how then. You can't say, how could I be on this? By doing exactly what you did in which they wanted you and you just couldn't.
Well,
we don't know, but maybe.
I didn't do the next step.
Yeah, but they wanted you to.
I know. That's a fair point.
I auditioned for The Real World when I was 18 years old and I got called back for that. And it was at a Hooters in Bakersfield. And my grandparents took me to the callback. That is a true story. So live your dream, kids.
Can I give you a real world story of my own?
I need it.
In New York City, I went in for a Real World audition.
Yes.
I walked down the hallway. I turned around and I walked out. Like, what am I? I can't do this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
a
thing.
You know me too well. I'd be the most boring real world contestant. Like I
don't think that. I just don't think you would like any. Like you would put up and anything they said, you'd be like,
probably.
Like why? Go live your life.
At that time, Road Rules was still a thing. That I would have been pretty good for. But
the challenge, you would be great on the challenge.
But still, I feel like the challenge, especially nowadays, leans too heavy into the drama. And I wouldn't put up with any of that shit.
What about, who were our friends that were, I forget which two of them from Clever who were on Amazing Race. It was, if I thought about it enough, maybe Jacqueline and I don't remember which two went. I think that they got out early, but two of the girls from Clever were over on Amazing Race. And that's like,
her name is on the tip of my tongue. Erin.
I think Erin was one of them.
Yes.
And then who was the other one that went? I don't remember.
I know someone from IMDb who was on the show. Or no, she was on Survivor, Chelsea.
See, you should do one of those.
I should.
And Robinson.
I can't do Survivor. Like I can't do
eating
living
things.
off the land, gross
Yeah.
stuff.
But
I
Amazing
would do
Race.
Amazing Race.
Would you shave your head?
If it was like a really big dare.
No, for Amazing Race.
But do you have to shave your head?
Often, have you ever watched the show?
I've watched like little bits here and
Often, at some point, one of the two partners will have to shave their head.
Like how far into the competition?
Pretty far.
Okay.
Like you are like in the top 4 places. I mean, I haven't watched in years, but that's the way it was. Jocelyn Davis. It was Jocelyn and Aaron.
Oh,
Duh.
okay.
I love Jocelyn.
Yeah.
I forgot that's who she went on. I didn't watch the season. I just remember when I was at the Defy office and they left and we were like, where are you guys going? And it was like, Amazing Race.
I feel like if I was that far into the competition and I had worked hard enough to get to that point and my partner just had like a real good reason to not shave their head, I would do it. And then my mom would hate me.
Why? She loves your hair.
I can't. Yeah, she's very into my hair. She's the one who made me get bangs when I was 18.
Have you never gotten rid of your bangs?
No. I feel like once you do it, and also it's just like it's so part of my look right now. I don't know.
I know, but they're so challenging.
They are really especially right now. They're like not stick straight because New York is insanely humid.
No, they look good. I just mean like you have to do your bang. There's not a day you cannot do your bangs.
Oh,
if
yes,
you're
that's
if
why
you're
there's a stack of hats behind me.
Oh,
They come in handy.
I'm somebody who does not want to do like this is it. This is what she's got.
I feel like we're on the same wavelength. It's just once you go bangs, it's very difficult to go back. We got Billy here saying, "Hey, P-Nimmies and rock stars, hope y'all are safe. What are you guys gonna do to scare Makuga this year if it's possible? Love you both." I really like this. Like, I like the challenge of a scare Makuga quarantine style.
I kind of like that too. We would have to do something. I mean, while he's inside, we would have to be outside. We'd have to talk to Amanda and have her be in on it.
I have an idea.
Okay. Should you say it out loud or should you not?
Nobody can run and tell Makuga this idea.
Yeah, I don't know if you should say it out loud. They all need to swear to secrecy or something first.
All right. I'm swearing everybody in the chat, everybody who watches this episode in the future to secrecy right now. But one of the things that I'm trying to get Makuga to do is, you know how I do the Merry Hour every Friday and I play beer pong with my friend Matt Donato?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You have to come. I need to make sure you're confident enough in your beer pong skills.
Can I tell you I'm not? I am trash at beer pong, so I'm not your person. I'm good at flip cup.
I have absolutely no problem doing a flip cup week.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm putting that in my back pocket right now, but I want Makuga to come on and be my partner one week. So I feel like something we could maybe arrange if Amanda gets in on it. Like, what if we fill the cups with beer and like, I don't know, put like a fake bug in it or something. So when he drinks it,
that's good. Or also like, I don't know, maybe when your teeth comes out into the cup and blood or something.
Oh, wow. You just took it to a whole nother level. And
not real. And then like, he thinks he did it. I don't know.
I feel like that would even give me nightmares because it's something like teeth related.
That's cool. We got to get him.
There is a reasonable idea brewing here. Oh God.
I don't think I've come up with it yet, but I'll think.
There's something there. We're gonna work on it. As always, Caleb, thank you for your live stream support. It's much appreciated. And we've got Glenn here. Maybe there's a future where Perri is a member of the Rockstars movie trivia schmodown faction. Future sounds good to me.
Hey-o. Absolutely. As long as she wants to compete.
That's fair.
We need people who are willing to compete.
Everybody's well aware how like nervous and uncomfortable I am about the whole thing. I don't like sucking at things, and I know that my knowledge of certain categories is like crap. And I think the most embarrassing one for me is classics. Like I'm terrible at that.
Here's the thing though, like you are so movie knowledgeable that nobody thinks if you are not good at a category, you're not movie knowledgeable. You have proven yourself time and time again. This is what you do for a living. And anybody who's had a conversation with you knows that you can have a conversation with the best of the best, like, period. So if anybody watches that, although as women, we do get a lot of dirt for no reason. So of course there are going to be people who are like, Perri fucking doesn't know anything. And then sorry if you don't swear on this show. No, Perri doesn't freaking know anything. And then it's like, that sucks because you're a moron who commented that and you suck. But like, anybody who's ever watched you do anything or met you, or anybody who's been in the same room with you for 30 seconds or more, knows how knowledgeable you are.
You do know when I finally get into the ring, whether it's singles or teams, I'm going to clip this portion of the video out and I'm going to play it to myself right before I get in the ring.
Good. I hope. I can't even imagine what it's like to try to play. Like, as a manager, I'm stressed out. If I was having to try to prove my knowledge, I can't. If you ask me who is the lead in Pirates of the Caribbean, I can't come up with that on the spot. Like, what
if you got your chance to make your own exhibition match? What would you pick?
I couldn't, because literally if the trivia was about my own life, for some reason, when you say trivia, if it's like, Roxy, where were you born? I'd be like, born. But where was Roxy born? Okay, it was 29 years ago. It must have been a hospital. Like, my brain does not, it doesn't matter what it is. I can't come up with it when I hear trivia.
What if it was something TV related, though? Because you were always like knowledge up to your eyeballs on TV fights.
I know, but things I know for fact, when you ask me them, I don't know them anymore. Yeah, it's so bizarre. Like, you could ask me something about Friends, and I would be like, what show? What, like, I just, for some reason, when I'm under pressure like that, I do well under pressure at work in terms of like getting tasks done. I do not do well under pressure when I have to come up with a single answer to like a specific like that. That's, my brain is like, nope, no way.
Yep. I can relate. I've got some of that in me for sure. So Flash thinks I look and sound like Ellen Page. I have heard the Ellen Page one before.
I see that too. You're totally fine with it. A lot of, I could like see parts of people in you. Because I don't know why that is. Some people have more doppelgangers than other.
Look at what Nate Doggs wrote. Like, it's wrong, but wow, that's flattering.
Hell yeah, take that. I feel that. Yep.
Do you follow Kate Beckinsale on Instagram?
Damn right I do.
Holy shit, she is my favorite. All of her stuff with her cat.
I knew that's why you loved it. Like, when she's sitting on her counter with her cat, I'm like, what are you trimming? Like, are you even trimming her hair? Or are you just like pretending what's happening? She's amazing.
I get such a kick out of it. I feel like I've missed some super chats. Do you use Streamlabs?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I use both, but Super Chat takes too big of a percentage.
All right.
And also, it's hard to keep up with it.
I feel bad really when I miss them.
I know, me too. And then people will say it, and I feel so bad. It's hard.
Chris, thank you so much for your support. You rock. I appreciate you being here. I think I'm caught up now. And if someone submitted something and I'm not caught up, yell at me. But now I'm going to pick a new topic. You ready for this one?
Maybe.
I want to go for one of like the weirder, fun ones.
Okay.
So this one was actually submitted by James, who's part of my Patreon team. His topic is drunken moments.
Drunken moments.
And especially if we're isolating it to quarantine memories. Have you had any yet?
Oh, a quarantine drunken moment. Shit. I spent the first 2.5 months of quarantine not drinking a drop. So that was a thing. Let me try to think of a drunken moment in quarantine. You go first.
While you're thinking, it's not a specific moment, but it's just like a general feel. The very first night that I did Merry Hour in my parents' house was very weird because you know, the Merry Hour often bleeds into Matt and I just like shooting the shit for a while and drinking even more and inviting other people and all this crazy stuff. And it's like, right now I'm in my childhood bedroom, and in order to get another cold beer, I must leave my bedroom and creep downstairs into the kitchen and take more beer.
Yeah.
I'm like doing that in my parents' house. Like, I'm not sneaking around, but it feels like I'm back in high school.
Yeah, it is. That's like such a strange feeling. Like, you feel like you're not allowed to drink all of a sudden. I guess I don't know if it's as much of a moment either, but something that I started doing because alone in the house and I'm in the house. So if I'm gonna have wine, I started putting it in my I have these to-go teacups, like like Starbucks would have or whatever. And because I'm like, am I allowed to drink this outside on my walk? So like I'll go on these long walks with like a ton of wine in my teacup as the like sky's going down. I'll be like waving at kids who are playing in the thing. So that's been a kind of lovely drunken. I'm walking through the street with my teacup of wine. You don't know.
Putting ideas in my head.
It's good. It's a good one.
I feel like I would spill the teacup with wine, but
it's like a sippy cup. It's got the lid on it.
Oh, okay.
Like you gotta put the lid. They think you're drinking coffee. That's the cool part.
I'm totally gonna put like my beer or prosecco in a coffee and a to-go coffee mug, and
now everybody's like, "Oh, she's an active person. Look at her on her outdoor walk." And I'm like, going quickly, drinking my wine. It sounds sad, but it's really once a week. Once a week, folks.
It's not though. It's part of self-care right now. You do you, and I'm going to copy you.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
We've got Katie Robinson, the Good Witch, here. Another live hang with Roxy today. Yes, please.
Yo, Perri, I am so obsessed with Katie. It's crazy. Yes. There's a whole thing on my stream. Do I have time to tell you this? It's like okay. There's this whole thing on my stream. So everybody knows Karen, right? We know a Karen. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
So on my stream, there is a racist Karen named Katie. She came in one time. She started spewing all different like racist bullshit, and we kicked her out of the stream, obviously. But so we started calling the race. So we think that Katie is the daughter of Karen. So Katie's just like the worst version of Karen because Karen's kind of ignorant. Katie's like full of hate. But Katie Robinson, we made her change her name to Katie the Good Witch because she's the good Katie. She's not the Katie we're referring to. She's Katie the Good Witch. And there's Katie the Bad Witch. So obsessed with this Katie. But now if you ever see somebody who's like a step above Karen, and you're like, that she's bringing a name to Karen that's not even there, you're like, that's a Katie. But not Katie the Good Witch.
Okay. I actually had that conversation with my mom earlier because we were laughing at like yet another Karen behaving badly and just getting like dogpiled on
Was it Trader Joe's?
Yeah, it was
Trader Joe's Karen with the BB bedazzled shirt.
What is wrong with people? But anyway, I'm watching that video and I'm thinking to myself, like, I just feel bad for good people named Karen now. Right. Suck. Like I do know a couple good Karens.
So we got to call then they're Karen the Good Witch.
Yeah, exactly. I need to pass that along to them. I like that. All right. Here's a new topic for you. Again, quarantine and a good spin on it. Because I know this thing often comes with a negative connotation now. Okay. Social media.
Well, for me, like life-saving during this time. In general, I guess my general thoughts on social media during this time, less Instagram and more Twitter, feeling like I have any kind of connection to the outside world. And especially following some of my favorite comedians during this time that just tweet. Like I'll be having a frustrating and very sad and alone day, and I'll go through social media on Twitter and they'll say something that's just, it's funny as hell. And I'll be like, I'm by myself. And I need a little love and friends, and like that's where I'm getting it. Or even like TikTok with Whitney Cummings. She puts out the best freaking videos on there that are hysterical. Or like what Seth Rogen did with his just going after every single person. Michael Che puts out some of the funniest stuff on there too. Like just so many of the people that I'm following that are making me feel like I am not dying alone in my home.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I know there's a lot of garbage on social media, but I also think there's a whole lot of good, informative good. And there has been a lot that I've needed to learn the past couple of months, weeks in particular. And I have been learning a lot through social media by following the right people. So I appreciate
Educational
that.
platform. Yes.
It really
Yes.
can be. If you follow the right people and engage with the right people, it can be highly educational.
I completely agree with that. You know, there's an Instagram that I can't plug enough that's called In This Together LA. I think it's In This Together _ LA, and they post every day where LA protests are. So that's not helpful for you, Perri, necessarily. But they also post tons of resources and they vet things very well. And I watched them go from having 1,000 followers to 100,000 plus followers in the period of a week because they just put out information after information. I'm like, that's stuff that like I probably would go look for myself because I'm in a very like self-educated, like I need to educate myself right now time, but a lot of people wouldn't. And if you're scrolling on your stream and or on your thread and you see that, you're going to stop and you're going to read it and you're going to know better. So I think that's really important. And I agree with you, especially in the last couple of weeks. For sure, it's been more positive than negative.
Did you do TikTok before all of this started?
No, I don't even know if I do TikTok now. Like, okay. I don't even, I do, I posted a few videos on TikTok that I thought were funny that I didn't even know I was really making TikTok videos until I made, like, I just film silly shit sometimes. But then I haven't made one in months because it was like, with everything going on with BLM, what am I going to do? Another video of me shaving my legs? Like, that's what I was doing. Another video of me breaking a wine glass. Like, my TikTok was just like, look at me being a moron. And it wasn't my time. So maybe I'll get back to my moronic TikTok because I think it's funny, but I needed a minute, you know?
Yeah.
What about you? What's your TikTok life look like?
Well, I was very much like, no TikTok. I can't have another social media platform in my life right now. But it became like maybe my favorite since going into quarantine.
Really?
Not necessarily for me to make TikToks, even though I have toyed around recently with making TikTok movie reviews, and it's whether people watch them or not, and I can assure you no one's really watching them, but it's just like it's a fun challenge for me to try to condense my thoughts into a minute-long video and in a way that's entertaining on that platform. But I can scroll through TikTok for hours before I realize how much time has gone by.
Yeah, me too. Definitely that. Me too.
It is so funny.
Lizzo crushes the TikTok game. I mean, there's so many people on there that I think that are like just so freaking funny, but hers educational, informative, hysterical. Bob Saget, what's happening? Like, what is happening on your TikTok? It's so wild. I do this. I can just scroll forever.
It is a problem. Usually a problem that keeps me awake until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Janine the Machine, her voice on there. She does duets with herself. Do you listen to those? Oh my God.
But I need to now.
Oh, she's so talented. They're so good.
I have to follow more people.
Oh, she's so good.
We've got Ian Wilder in the house now. Hey, Perri and Roxy. Perri, have you tried any of the new beers you've gotten? Looking forward to the next beer pong sesh. So Ian is also part of my Patreon team, and he was my very first partner in the Merry Hour against Matt. And he's a real good beer pong player. But
wait, how do you have a partner in beer pong when you're not together?
So what winds up happening is it started with just me playing Matt to keep it simple. And we basically just create our own at-home, like just one triangle that we're shooting into.
Right.
That was very easy. But when we added a partner, we all create, the same triangular setup, and it's just about mirroring each other. When my partner hits a specific cup, I take that cup out of my rack.
Unreal.
Yeah. There's been a couple of rules we had to change in order to make it work, but we have done it.
Innovative drinking games.
It's good fun. It's good fun.
I love that.
We'll get some flip cup in the mix though. I feel like we do need to make that happen. Let's do one more topic before I let you go. I know you got places to be, things to do.
No, but I love the topics.
Let's go for, how about creative accomplishment?
Creative accomplishment. Quarantine's a good time for that. I think that what I've said on my channel before is how like you don't know that the biggest curses in your life can ultimately end up being the biggest blessings sometimes. And like losing my job with Collider in January, pushing me to start my channel. I had already started it, but like really focus on it. So then when quarantine hit, I was ready. So my quarantine creative accomplishment, like I was able to bring it to the next level. I've got amazing people, my mods that are awesome, Matthew Gold, Brandy, who, by the way, please go support her GoFundMe if you don't know about it already. It's on my Twitter, but she lost her dad on Father's Day and is trying to pay for his funeral and is just the most amazing person. So please, it's on my Twitter. And Paul Denuzio and Billy Belford and Jake Iacovetta, like all these people, I have them in place and they're helping me. Jacob Patrick, like create all these things. Sorry if I missed anybody, but I'm trying to give shout outs because you guys are so incredible. And so being able to accomplish something that other people wanted to work on that have overlays and like music playing in, and it's an actual like I feel like I'm doing, and it's going 7 days a week. It's a challenge, it's a show, and I'm proud of myself that even on my shittiest of days during quarantine where I am like crying, don't want to get out of bed, I'm like, I'm going to go do this and be there, because creatively it does, it partially fulfills me, but it also drives me to keep moving forward. And I've been really lucky to have great people in there too. That was kind of a novel. Sorry.
It was a good one though. And I have to re-emphasize that we were talking a little bit about this before we even started the stream, but I love how loud your voice feels to me right now, even though we are not in the same vicinity at the moment. And
3,000 miles away, you can hear my voice.
But genuinely, it does feel like you're right there to me. And you have such a powerful voice, and you're so insightful, and you're smart. And I'm just so glad to see you running with every ounce of talent you have at your fingertips right now. So
thank you.
You're something else. You seriously wow me every day.
Thank you. Oh my God, Perri, coming from you, that's very, very sweet, because I feel the same way. And yeah, I mean, the same people that are in here right now supporting you, it's like we have the best freaking people, like the best freaking people.
I am so happy certain people encouraged me to do Patreon, because like this guy right here, Luke, like what a generous, wonderful individual. I mean, Luke's been part of the campaign for so long now, and I don't know, it's just like the fact that he sticks with it and he's always here and he's so engaged with the whole experience. I freaking
they want to know what you think. So they want to know how you feel. They want to hear from Perri. What are they called? What are your people called? Perriness?
I think someone called them P-Nimmies.
P-Nimmies.
Have you ever watched the Collider News Wrap?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you are in for it.
Wait, but what is it?
P-Nimmy is what I refer to myself as in the wrap.
Oh, so you're the P-Nimmies.
I'll text you the link when we're done. But
I need that.
That might be one of my favorite Collider videos ever made.
How did I miss it? What year are we talking?
It was a very long time ago. It was like right at the beginning of me living out in LA.
Oh, so pre-Rox. Okay. All right.
It is something else. You will not be disappointed. And for our final super chat today, we've got Matt Perri. Without giving away any spoilers, how shocked and stunned were you by the Uncut Gems ending? Freaking love that movie so much. I could watch that movie over and over and over again, and thankfully it's on Netflix, so everyone can. Wow, Roxy, I could talk to you for hours.
I know. I'm so proud that you're doing this show, dude. Like, this is awesome, and you've got so much stuff going on. But to push yourself to do this as well on top of everything that you're doing right now, it's freaking awesome. And then also doing your beer pong show, which needs to be a flip cup show, because I want to come.
I'm not just saying this because you're on the show, but seeing you do your streams kind of like encouraged me to do it, because I was very afraid at first, especially doing ones by myself. I'm like, well, what the heck am I going to say alone for an extended period of time?
That's the hardest thing to 100%. And my Grammy calling me being like, why are you talking to yourself?
Yeah.
And I'm like, thanks. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Nana watches a lot of my stuff. Nana,
that's amazing. Sorry that I curse so much, Nana. Sorry.
I think she's fine with it. She's heard it all at this point from our family. Between me and my sister, we got some dirty mouths.
Yeah, I can't help it.
I keep it semi under control though. But Roxy, thank you again for spending some time with me today. The door to this channel is always wide open for you. It doesn't have to be a Saturday live stream. If you're bored and want to do something, I'm here.
Thanks, Perri. And I'll see you on my show very soon. We got to figure out whatever date that is.
Yes, please. You are amazing. Thank you again for being here. Guys, I have all the information for Roxy's Twitter and YouTube in the description section of this YouTube video. But is there anything else you want to plug just to make sure people know where to find the good stuff now?
No, honestly, I said it. The thing that you can do to help the most, like you said, my Twitter, my YouTube, and please support my girl, Brandy. She really needs it right now. I don't think any of us can imagine what it's like to lose your dad on Father's Day, and she really is struggling. So please just check out that link on my Twitter because she's an incredible person. Take it from me. I swear we've been together for a long time, and she really could use your help. So not to bring it down there, but Perri, thank you for letting me say that.
Definitely get on that, guys. We got to be there for each other right now to support each other, stay safe, and get through all this. So we got a good community right here. Let's use it for everybody's benefit. Thank you guys so much for watching this edition of my Saturday live stream. I will see you next week with more reviews. Friday for Merry Hour. Y'all know.